Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining me again. I haven't made a video in probably close to 2 months here. I may or may not have mentioned in previous videos, but my health is pretty much shit. I have cirrhosis of the liver, and I have hypothyroidism, and that cirrhosis has been kicking my butt. I've been sick to my stomach a lot lately. I like bad stomach pains, sharp stomach pains, like in general areas sometimes, like lower abdomen. I don't know the scientific crap for it, but stomach pain, feel really weak, feel nauseous, kidney pain, um, signs of internal bleeding. I won't get into the specifics on that. It's kind of gross, but a little bit of internal bleeding, nothing major, nothing to freak out about. Um, so yeah, cirrhosis is no fun. It's been kicking my ass, and as I've been trying to figure out where I want my video, take my YouTube channel and what kind of videos I want to make, I thought I'd share a little bit about, what it's like to have cirrhosis, a little of my story. Oh, winded too. It seems like I'm always exhausted and I can't breathe sometimes with the cirrhosis. Sometimes I'm great, feel just fine, and then just out of nowhere it just clicked and I'm just sick as hell, and I'll be that way for sometimes a few hours, sometimes a few days, and so. But lately it's been pretty rough. See, about 3 years ago, I was taking some antibiotics, and they were making me really sick. But I expected that because sometimes antibiotics can just make you really sick, and you just gotta tough it out and keep taking antibiotics, and you'll be all good. And but this was way worse. This was like, I felt like I was on my deathbed. After about 3 days, I went to the ER, and because I didn't have insurance at the time, went to the ER and told them, because I wanted them to change to give me some other kind of antibiotic. This stuff was kicking my ass. I couldn't handle it, and they draw blood or whatnot, and nurse comes back and says, I need to draw your blood again. They said I did it wrong, or they said I didn't get enough blood. I don't remember what exactly she said, but she needed to draw it again to double check things. And she was probably just, trying to double check before like she comes and freaks me all out. But she comes back and it's like, you're missing a lot of blood. We're going to take you into the intensive care unit. And they put me in intensive care, and they give me 5 units of blood. And if I remember right, your body only holds about 7 or 8 units of blood, and they gave me 5. So it explains why I was so sick. And my friend said I was pale as a ghost when I went. So I was hella sick, and they scheduled a doctor, like a specialist, to come do a certain operation, and I forget what it's called, but basically they endoscopy or something like that. They shove a camera down your throat. They put you under first, thank God, because that'd be like traumatizing. Shove a camera down your throat with a little tool on it and look around there. And it turns out I had my esophagus was hemorrhaging, and that's a symptom of cirrhosis of the liver. And that's the symptom is called portal hypertension. Basically, there's a main vein that goes from your esophagus to your liver, and that just like pumps out so much blood, and when your liver stops working so well, that blood gets backed up, and it can't flow through, so it starts going through other veins because the liver's backed up. It's not taking the blood fast enough, and handling, doing what the liver does. So the blood gets backed up, and it goes through little veins called varices, and those veins aren't made to handle so much blood, so they burst, and then you bleed internally, and you have to go, and they do what they call banding those varices. Sorry, shit, I'm winded, I'm out of breath, I can't even talk. So I wake up from the surgery, and the head doctor comes in, and he tells me, basically you have cirrhosis of the liver, and then I needed a liver transplant, and then I needed to get on that right away. I needed to get on the list right away, and I had to quit drinking for a year even to get on the list. And back then I was drinking. I drank quite a bit. That's my social escape. If I want to go out and have fun, I like to bar hopping quite a bit. I like to go to little dive bars. And that's just what I did. I worked and I drank. And so, you know, eventually I was in the hospital for about, I think it was 5 or 6 days, you know, watching me for a couple of days, just making sure I was good to go. I was in the intensive care unit for 3 days, and then just a regular room for 3 days, and they felt I was finally okay to go home. And, you know, I quit drinking right there. It was just such a shock, and I never saw it coming. I'm like way too young. I'm 37 now. I was 34, 35. It was close to 3 years ago. So like 34 years old. I'm way too young to have cirrhosis of the liver. Even, you know, from alcohol, I'm still too young to have cirrhosis of the liver. And try to follow up with the specialist. And then just, this is right before Obamacare kicked in. So having insurance has always been a struggle for me. Anyways, off and on, having to choose either to work and not having health insurance, or have a health insurance and don't work, because if you work then you make too much money and then they won't cover you. And I've had all kinds of other health issues as well. So, you know, I've gone through this process of trying to get insurance and all that. So I finally get to a specialist, and it's been a couple of months later, and the specialist is telling me that, you know, I don't think you have cirrhosis of the liver. You're way too young, yada, yada, yada. But I want to do some tests, and my blood tests were coming back normal at that time anyways. They were, as far as my liver enzymes and all the stuff you test for liver, when I was in the hospital, they were crazy. They were out of whack. But after I had gotten out of the hospital, it was all fine. It was almost like it was a freak occurrence, and that's that. But so the liver specialist, he doesn't think I have cirrhosis of the liver. He wants to look at some things and find out what's going on. And then Obamacare kicks in, and I have to re-sign up and jump through all these other hoops. I have to jump through all these hoops to get health insurance, and then I have to jump through all these, you know, procedures again about getting into another specialist, because now I have Obamacare. Before I just had like a county program. I'm dealing with all this paperwork and trying to get insurance, and I get insurance and I don't have insurance, and I get insurance and I don't have insurance. And sometimes it's just because dealing with the paperwork and all that stuff is impossible. And a couple times it's just been my fault by not following up and getting stuff done in a timely manner, because, surprise, I'm sick as hell. But I go a while without any follow-up, and that's kind of where I am now. You know, there's some other details in there, and I'm skipping over just not to make this video like 4 hours long here. But that's basically the situation I'm in now still, is trying to get insurance. I had been back to the ER twice. In the last 3 years, I've gone to the ER for esophageal hemorrhaging 3 times total in the last 3 years. It's been a little over a year since the last time I went. And that's what I'm dealing with. I just got insurance again. Now with Obamacare, I have Kaiser. Everything should be close. I'm looking forward to it. It actually just kicked in the other day. I'm just waiting for some final paperwork to come in so I can schedule an appointment with the doctor and get this stuff going. So I can finally, you know, get some answers about the whole what's going on with me. But in the meantime, I'm trying to work while being sick. Today I slept until 7:30 at night. I went to bed about 4 in the morning. Woke up at 7:30, just in agony. My kidneys were killing me. My stomach was killing me. I felt like I just woke up out of a coma. It was just fucking hell. And I have 2 jobs. I work at the gas station, and I also live in aid, so I got all this cleaning to do around the house. But lately I have been so sick, I haven't done it. So it's frustrating to, you know, live in chaos. Like, I'm not a neat freak, but I don't like total disaster, and I can't even keep up. I got to clean up after 2 other people, and I just can't. I can't do it. It's too exhausting. I managed to do a load of laundry, take out the trash, and I'm just winded, and I'm sitting here exhausted. You can probably tell by me catching my breath every few seconds here. So that's where, you know, I'm at right now. So, but I wanted to get back to you guys, do a video. It's been a while. I like making videos. I have fun. I don't know exactly what I want to do it on. This might be, I'll probably have some follow-up videos for this, you know, how I'm feeling once I finally get to a doctor, how that stuff's going. But definitely wanted to get back to you guys. Just gonna edit this video and get some more rest, and hope, you know, tomorrow could be totally fine. And just the way this illness works, I'm sick forever, and then bam, I'm fine, and then, you know, another day later I'm sick, or I'm feeling great, and then I'm sick for a couple of hours, and then I'm feeling okay again. So just gotta get the rest. So that's what's going on with that. I'm not sure where I'm gonna. I don't know how to end this video.